I'm not insane!
But it was like, for the set, it would literally just be a flashlight.
Give me your booty.
I don't want to give it to you.
Give me your booty.
It's not for you. It is mine and only mine.
I really raised her by
It is my booty.
It is my body.
It is my booty.
It is my body.
It is my body.
It is my body.
It is my body.
It's my buddy. It is my bubble buddy.
Give me your butts.
No. Welcome back to another episode of the Campfire Thoughts. I am your host, Adrian, and today we got at the campfire my co-host, Seth Greenbaum.
Buongiorno.
And my friend, Esteban Loya. How we both doing?
Did you say DiGiorno?
I really am hungry. I want a pizza.
Oh, DiGiorno kind of sounds good right now.
DiGiorno sounds bomb.
They have stuffed crust DiGiorno.
Dude, Melissa bought me one. Yeah, Melissa bought me one like 3 weeks ago. I was like, oof. Ooh. This one slaps. Soft crust and everything on the inside.
Did you get the bacon stuffed crust?
I don't think she got me the bacon stuffed crust.
The bacon stuffed crust is the absolute best.
Yes.
They even have like a Hawaiian pizza. Do you guys fuck with Hawaiian pizza?
I think it's interesting. I like Hawaiian. I like a Hawaiian deep dish because then you can like it's got like the caramelized crust on the outside. So I think the sweetness works a little bit better with the sauce, but it depends on the tomato sauce that you're using in the pizza.
I'm like more down with pineapple than I am with ham, and I know it's a controversial statement.
Dang.
Like not into
that. Actually, that makes sense.
It's like
I would rather take some pineapple over some like I'd rather take basic pineapple over basic ham.
If it was like a thin slice like prosciutto or something, you know. Or
so would you be down to do like a Hawaiian pizza, but instead of ham, it's salami?
I don't know, because would you add it cold or would you like let it heat up with the pizza as well?
Heat up with the pizza.
If you've ever had like pineapple like wrapped in like salami or any kind of meat like that, it's actually really fucking good.
Yeah, it really is.
Ooh, we should make meat roll-ups.
Yeah, I used to have to do that when I... This is
with like the little biscuit rolls?
Biscuit rolls.
Like prosciutto and pepperoni with thinly sliced pineapple and mozzarella cheese in the middle. You keep blinding me right with the light.
You take a piece of pineapple, you take a piece of pastrami, you wrap the pineapple in the pastrami, put a little toothpick through it, and then you make like a glaze, teriyaki like glaze, and like glaze it all up and then grate it.
I just want a pepperoni.
And then you put them on a platter, you wear a bow tie, you go to a bar mitzvah.
I second that motion.
Everyone needs a good bar mitzvah.
I'm a vegan.
You're not a vegan. Shut the fuck up.
I used to tell Melissa's family that I was a vegan, and then they'd bring me apples, and then they'd be like, "Here, you want an apple?" And I'd be like, "No, I'm a vegan." And they'd be like, "Wow." And then they'd like walk away, and they'd come back with like a glass of water, and they'd be like, "You want some water?" And they'd be like, "No, I'm vegan." And then they'd be like, "He is not human. Like, what can he drink?" And I was just like, I don't know.
Aren't you going to be leaving the state to go and visit some of...
Yeah, Melissa's family. We're going to be going over down to...
Have you met this
Branson? No, Branson, Missouri.
Holy crap, you're going to Branson?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, is that bad?
No, it's like one of the entertainment capitals of America.
Ooh.
Yeah, so we'll be there from the 17th of July, I believe, or the 16th. All the way up to a day before my birthday, so we'll be back on the 23rd. We'll be back in Colorado the 24th, so we'll be back for my birthday. But,
nice.
Yeah,
who's the guys that is in fucking Branson? Who's the guy who's in Branson?
Alec Baldwin?
No, it's like... Patty Duke?
Liza Koshy?
Liza Minnelli?
It's not Dolly Parton. I just know that for sure. But it's like, in like, you know.
Dang.
Is it,
You're not gonna go see any, like, stage, like...
We don't know what's gonna be out there while we're out there.
Non-existent.
Well, it doesn't help that, like, most of his family is Mormon, so it's like there's a certain limited things that we can do because of religious restrictions. So,
oh, yeah. Family entertainment.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta be careful because not all family entertainment is the same.
True. Oh, Branson.
Yeah, I heard there's like some kind of scenery out there. Like it's alright. Some rivers.
it's literally Dolly Parton.
It is.
She's
Dolly
not
Parton?
from there, but
She performs there a lot.
no, she has a theater out there.
Oh.
Dolly Parton Stampede.
Oh, they have one
Ooh.
of those out there. Yeah, it's like one of those. It's like Gatlinburg, or like, you know.
Well, we'll see. It's a 12-hour drive down there, so we'll drive down there maybe on like a Friday night or some shit like that and see how it's going. It's kind of ridiculous.
Have fun.
Yeah, I don't fucking.
It's gonna
want
be a
to.
trip.
Yeah.
This is. I've always wanted to go there.
I've never drove down there. I've driven to Albuquerque, New Mexico, for some flight lessons, but
They
that's
filmed
pretty much it.
the Beverly Hillbillies in Branson. They didn't
Maybe
do
we
it
can-
in Hollywood.
Maybe we can check out that house.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be huge, dude. Why?
Cause I'm quick with it. Cause I'm
I'm not
quick
gonna
with
be
it.
able to fucking see. When we were out camping, I was like taking that and like shining it onto the trees that were like maybe like 10 miles away, and I could see every single attribute of the tree.
Oh my god.
We were like pointing it straight in the air, and it kind of just got lost up into the sky. And I was
Yeah.
just like, if a plane was flying through and we were in dire need, or like a helicopter, we definitely can signal someone with this, just because of how bright it is.
Look all the way up here and it's aimed at your head.
You're done.
Oh my god.
It's bright. Trust me. It's bright.
Do you know how bright it is? How many lumens it is? And it's also like, it's also dependent on how far it throws the beam as well. So,
I don't know how many lumens it is. I know it's an LED rechargeable light.
nice.
3.7 volts. I mean, every volt counts.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to talk about something a little scarier today. Something that everybody's probably heard of in this group. Actually, everyone has heard of this in this group. It's a very controversial thing that's either been proven false, or it's been said that, oh, it's real and it's very real and you need to abide by it and be wary of it. But let's talk about El Chupacabra.
Ding, ding, ding.
You guys heard of the El Chupacabra?
Of course.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, I used to think it was cool because I wanted it as like a pet because I thought there was like a bunch of them. I didn't realize that it was just like one. Well,
I mean, that's the
story.
theory now, is that there's more than one that's going around.
oh really?
Yes.
So I could have one as a pet.
So for those that don't know what the El Chupacabra is pretty much a mythical... It is a being that goes around and vampirically starts to bite livestock and animals, and will drain out all of your livestock's blood for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, there's stories of the Chupacabra all the way from like Mexico, Puerto Rico, all the way up to like Kansas and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's stuff in Maine.
Yeah.
And Maryland too.
Yeah.
Did you know that they had El Chupacabra in Maryland?
Yes. Sorry, my mic died.
Oh, was it saying it was dying?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. But where it originated from, it was originated from in like the 1600s in Puerto Rico. Like the ancestries that were colonizing in there said that they were finding out that a lot of their livestock for some reason would just be dead. That a being was coming in and just attacking and destroying all
And then
of
the
their
fucking
fish.
livestock had two bite marks.
I've seen three.
Oh, three.
3 in the... Just dropped my microphone. 3 in the rib cage.
3 in the rib cage.
3 in the rib cage. From all the like backtracking I've been doing of like ancient articles that people have posted up into the library, it's been that they have 3 like triangular shaped holes in their rib cage. So, like I said, it's been in Puerto Rico, Maine, Russia, Thailand, Chile, Argentina.
Oh.
But
Well, of course it's been in Russia. It probably originated in fucking Russia. I want to suck your blood.
from the
It's like, that's over in Germany now. Where's Dracula from?
Transylvania.
Where's Transylvania?
Transylvania is in Romania?
Transylvania's in Romania.
Yeah.
Carpathian Mountains.
Carpathian Mountains.
Ooh.
That's a satisfying name to say.
That really is. That's like...
Carpathian.
Like, I want that to be my desktop background.
Carpathia. This is my daughter, Carpathia.
Oh, Carpathia. This is my daughter, Carpathia Mountains.
You and Melissa have your next kid.
Yeah.
You got your daughter's next name.
We want a dude, and we want a guy, we want a boy next. Fuck.
Carpathio.
Yeah, Carpatio.
Carpathio. Carhartt.
It's like probably like jerky or something.
Jack Slinks. Oh my gosh. Oh, alright, back to fucking the old chupies.
So, the old chupe.
The old chupies.
The old chupo, mi verga.
The old chupa mi verga. Te pasas de verga. Te pasas de verga.
So, one of the earliest and actual, like, solid proofs that they have is in 1975. There was a reporting from the local sheriff's office that a multiple number of different farmers have had more than a dozen of their livestock just like, right? And this is in the town of Moca in Puerto Rico.
Moca.
Moca.
Or coca.
No, not coca. Moca.
Oh, mota.
Not mota. Pota.
Where? What is that?
Pepino.
Oh.
No, it's mocha. M-O-C-A.
Oh, okay. Mocha.
Unless if that's mojas.
No, that's mocha.
But they were trying to the news was trying to outrule it as instead of a some like vicious type of animal murder, it's it was supposedly like a satanic cult doing rituals for it. But at the current time, there was nothing small enough that could extract out blood in the manner that it did. Because, like I said, it was like very small 3 circular triangular holes.
Yeah.
So after that, it kind of went dull for a little bit. 1995 in March in Puerto Rico. 8 other families had 12 of their sheep slaughtered with 3 punctured wounds into their ribs, completely drained of blood. Later in August, a lady named Madeline Tolentino, which you can actually find there was a person that was on the Travel Channel that went out
coughing?
because you like big dick energy. But she was interviewed by this guy who went out in search of the Chupacabra and ended up ruling that it was all fake. Even though this girl was like saying, no, I saw the being. It was a 3 foot tall, gray, scaly alien being that was like running around trying to get people. So they called her crazy. She was an old lady. She was in her 80s. She said she saw it in 75. So they didn't know whether or not to even believe her. They kept it into the interviews. It's in the book. It's in the movie that they made after the book. And I'll link both of those down in this description below. But it's just kind of strange that all these people are suggesting that their animals are being bled, and all the like town members that are official is just like, it's Satanism.
He says Satanism.
It's just a cult.
Yeah, because I remember shit like that happening with livestock. Well, family members talking about it with livestock over in Chihuahua. But I wonder if different regional areas have different kinds of chupacabras. Because I've heard of chupacabras being like 6 feet tall.
You've heard of them being 6 feet tall?
Yeah.
Is that in Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like...
3 feet?
Yeah, 3 feet.
That's so short.
Yeah, I'm like, but they also are in Puerto Rico. Puerto Ricans are short. So...
Or maybe that's where the rumor came from for them being 6 feet. Because they're like, oh my gosh, that's bigger than me.
Well, because they're saying that it's like, it's small and agile, but when it stands up straight, it's tall and like lean. Almost...
True.
And like, imagine the chupacabra almost as like that Scooby-Doo thing, remember? The Scooby from like a Spooky Island?
Yeah, where it was like that greenish creature that was really tall with all the scales all over it.
No, like the little red one, the minion ones. And they're like, the ones that will like go into people's bodies. Those ones.
Are you talking about the face huggers?
Face huggers? What is this Alien vs. Predator talk?
So, in 2018, in Manipur, India, they were reporting the same thing. 3 other families telling that 12 of their livestock were killed and their blood was drained with no explanation. So, I found this lady
Okay.
that runs a reporting YouTube channel. She was on TV on Telemundo for a short amount of time, and then her views just came off, and she ended up going to YouTube. So she has, you can find her at Mundo Ovnis.
Ovnis.
Ovnis?
Mundo Ovnis.
Ovnis.
Ovnis spelled OVNIS.
I don't think that she is Mexican. I think she's either Peruvian or Puerto Rican. Yeah. But she's been doing this report in Puerto Rico and in Florida of all these chickens.
Look at all these chickens.
Look at all these chickens. That are just like surprisingly just dying.
No.
Hell yeah.
Y las puso en un orden, las mató y las puso en orden secuencial. Está una con la cabeza para arriba, la cabeza para abajo, en un orden todas.
They look a little less fat than what they should, but...
Well, if you saw the bite marks in that first one, they're kind of triangular.
De lo que son los ataques de animales en la isla de Puerto Rico. Tenemos muchas hipótesis de todas las muertes de gallinas y de diferentes tipos de animales que se han producido desde años.
You know what I don't get? Why don't people just put up
comienzan de nuevo
electric fences?
No, not electric fences, but cameras. Like the ones that they use for hunting. To strap on trees. And then put some chickens out. Fuck it, you're gonna lose some chickens.
True.
And then get fucking just recording of it. Like, how hard is it to actually test this theory? Like, it really isn't.
They even have those hunting guns that are attached to the camera that if something comes too close to it, it sends a quick little small dart into it. And you don't have to aim it with paralyzing dart or well, I guess you should arm it with paralyzing dart, but
give it cocaine, baby.
Give it some cocaine.
Imagine the fucking chupacabra on some.
There's a guy who got DNA
Really?
Look, this is it. Look, this is it at 3 feet, and this is it at 6 feet. Like on some real shit. It's like this.
This is it after the bat cave.
But this is the one that it's like the 3 foot one that I'm guessing they're talking about. But this is the one that we know of. He almost looks like a bat. A devil bat.
Look at more of these chickens.
But they can't fly though. That's the thing.
De ciertas cosas similitud a otros ataques. Uno de los animales, en este caso es un gallo.
She reminds me of my aunt.
Imagine if that dude's watching from back there. The Chupacabra's just watching her like, I would suck you, but you look skinny.
You ain't got no blood.
You ain't got no blood.
Y una cosa que nos está extraño, que cogió las gallinas y las puso unas hacia el frente y otras
at the
hacia atrás.
end, they figured out what it was.
Dimensiones paralelas que te prometo
Like
que
a few
va
years
estar
ago, a
sumamente
guy
interesante.
took DNA samples of like the attacked like animals to see like what kind of foreign DNA was on them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like canids, like dogs or coyotes and things like that. So like whatever this thing is, it's probably some kind of dog or coyote thing. You know? They don't know like what specifically, if it's like a different kind of animal.
Was it Barry O'Connor of the University of Michigan? Because I was reading in there and I saw that in 2010 he went out to places and he did that exact thing, and he was saying that it was coming back from either Mexican hairless dogs, or how do you say that?
This was a different guy.
The
This was
Mexican
like a
hairless
farmer
dogs?
who did sort of independent research. He was like just a farmer who it happened to, I think. I think it was a different thing. But I guess they came to the same like conclusion.
How the heck you say that name? Because I could never pronounce it correctly. It's a Hispanic word.
Holoids.
It's like
Holoidsquinle.
it's like a
Holoidsquinle.
Which is the hairless Mexican dog.
Yeah, let me. Because the X sounds like a J, so you can get a Jorge out of an X. So it could be Holoidsquinle. Quinle.
Oh, those dogs are so cool.
Yeah, I want one. Except they're bad for Colorado.
Oh, because of the hair, the lack of hair. Sammy's like just has thin hair.
Because it's like we're at an elevation, so it's like it can damage your skin. So you have to be worryful of that, and then all as well as like, yeah, it gets cold. So
It is freezing to death out here. That's
and
never
it's
good.
dry. There's a reason why they're like
If you're in Mexico,
Central
it's
South
great.
America.
Oh, Sammy probably
To be a
knew
hairless
couple
dog in Mexico is probably a joy.
Sammy probably knew a couple of hairless dogs in Puerto Rico. In the Caribbean.
It was crazy. I think what they were saying that was like possible that they had like scabies or mange because they didn't actually like attack the animals. They attacked like livestock, which it's like if like weak animals will like attack livestock, and they drank the blood because they couldn't actually. They didn't have the energy to actually. Like,
Okay, well
check
the
the
pronunciation is Zoloidsquintly.
Oh damn.
Zoloidsquintly.
Like
Zoloise Quincy?
Zoloidsquintly. Zoloidsquintle.
not a lot to
That's me.
Zoloise
It's a
Quincy.
Peruvian hairless dog.
Oh, it's not even Mexican.
Well, there is Mexican. There's coated. There's Mexican hairless. There's Mexican hairless.
It'd be fascinating though if it was like a different species of dog that was yet undiscovered or something.
Well, the thing is that how was this dog also in Egypt? Because that's the god Anubis.
Oh, the
God-
hairless dogs in Egypt.
Yeah,
I think there's
the god Anubis is based off of the
Yeah, they it's like
hairless
there's
dog, the Mexican hairless dog.
There's like it's like a dog or a jackal or something.
Probably more like a jackal, I think.
I mean that looks like a jackal, right?
Oh my god, it's so cute though.
Yeah. Jackals are super cute. I love them. I like wish you could have them as a pet.
That's the Peruvian one, I believe.
Although like any kind of animal like that, like their piss is gonna stink.
Oh yeah.
Like dogs, like piss doesn't
See,
stink.
because like they
use
have
it.
different ones like that.
Oh,
But
that's
the one that the Egyptian one is based off of the
that one.
yes, except it's the Mexican one, because the Peruvian one has a skinnier face, skinnier neck.
That breed of dog is like 4,000 years old. The Zolo dog.
That's insane. They come in toy, miniature, and standard.
It's interesting. Like a lot of the dogs
See?
are like from like.
See how the neck is different? Look, scroll on the picture of that one, and then look at the Mexican one.
That's pretty close to each other.
Yeah,
dude.
well, I mean, literally they're siblings, but you see like the difference with like the neck and the jawline.
I guess
and
it's a fatter neck in Mexico.
Yeah.
I guess it's like
Beefy.
it's like it.
It's a more beefy face too. It's more scrunched. This one's more elongated, more like
I guess if you like live in the desert or the savannah as a dog, you don't want all that fur, right?
No.
You want like dogs.
Kinda, maybe.
like
You kind of want
Or want sun, right?
something to protect you from like the bites of other insects.
And like the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy got a sunburn on his crotch from camera.
Yeah.
He loved it. He wants more. He says, I want to burn it some more.
I couldn't imagine what a sunburn on my penis would feel like.
Oh, like hell. But I'm sure that he's done it so often that it's just like his beauty regimen.
Okay.
So how would you go about buying or finding one of these chupacabras if you were to go and try to catch one?
So, I mean, it's in Puerto Rico, right?
No.
So-
but it's been spotted all throughout.
It's been
North
spotted all
America,
out.
Central and South America.
I'm thinking of like some of the hot spots where it's been found. Puerto Rico, Mexico, India. All those have in common is it's very, very hot, right? It's
What about
freakish.
Maryland? What about the outlier?
It's also hot in Maryland, I can attest. But not maybe as hot as India, but
So if I was really going to go out and try finding one, I would probably go to either Peru or Puerto Rico, a smaller island that's very tropical still, so it has places for it to hide. I would probably get 3 sheep, have one of them injured,
Easy kill.
break its leg.
yeah,
Did you know that
literally break its leg.
Well, that'll be a good experiment because
Does it go after the one that's in distress and bleeding, or the ones that are healthy?
because it's natural. It's a natural instinct for humans and animals to not hurt anything that already is hurt if you haven't done the damage to it.
So if it is a dog that has scabies, like you said, where they're like weaker, they're probably going to go after the already hurt one because then they can just.
Right, like a wild dog or a wolf or a coyote goes after like live prey usually, like in a group, right? Where it's like if it's by itself and it's like sick, it's like they'll be like ostracized from their packs if they're like diseased or whatever. And they'll go and hunt things that they can kill easily, so they'll go after livestock, right?
Yeah. So
Well, coyotes are kind of wimpy anyway, so they'll go after livestock.
Well, that's why they go in packs.
Yeah.
Because fucking coyotes can't do it on their own.
Yeah, but like, right, but if it's just a coyote by itself, it would suck the blood out of a chicken and eat the whole thing, right?
Yeah, no, it would eat the whole fucking thing.
What?
It would eat the whole thing.
it would eat
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
But then, camera angles. GoPros everywhere.
But how would just not another predator get it though? Or something else, or a vulture?
Well, that's a thing that you'd be willing to take. This would be maybe like a year-long process or many years in the making.
Because we would have to catch one, and then we would have to strap it with a GoPro.
Well, you'd have to
and
put
track
some
her.
kind of sedative. I would say put some kind of sedative measure in the blood.
There's like a whole like
That way, if it does suck the blood out of it, then there's a sedative.
Give all the
thing,
sheep
like
ketamine. So when it's drinking out the blood of every single one, the amount of ketamine of each sheep sedates them.
Yeah.
That's kind of a smart idea.
Thanks.
You still have to have GoPros everywhere.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
To know when it came.
Absolutely, because they have hunting cams that can also record in like night vision and stuff.
there's
so.
like guys who like do this, who like go hunt for like any kind of like animal that's like mythological, like Bigfoot, with the Loch Ness monster, and the Chupacabra.
I feel like the Loch Ness monster is kind of difficult if you were to go after it, because I mean, what if it's got? I mean, like what? Because radar isn't too good at penetrating rock. So imagine if there's like some kind of like underground cavern that it goes into. You know what I mean? That's not detectable, but that's where the Loch Ness monster lives. But it can handle swimming to do different things up here and then go back into like the.
What about scuba diving?
Yeah, but scuba diving could be dangerous because of like different angles and different like ways of mapping it. I don't know. Like there's a lot of things that go into like scuba diving, into
Let's
places
build
like that.
a waterproof drone. That's like a submarine that has a camera strapped to it. That would probably be our.
But then
best
how would you continue the connection? The controls.
What do you mean? It'd be to the controls.
I know, but how would you connect that?
You can get one
Like-
that's powerful enough to at least go through it. You'd have to probably sit on the lake in a boat. But
What
you
if
would
you'd
be
have
able
to go down to the entrance? of where this is going.
You record the entrance, you bring it back to a couple of scientists, they guarantee will give you a scoop, like an entire submarine that would be able to go into it instead. Yeah, you would need the evidence at first for you to continue the project.
Yeah, but science is built upon like multiple things, not just one anomaly. You have to have like the same concurrent thing over many times. So it's like, what if they believe this once, but then you come at it like through a different angle and they don't believe the next time? I don't know.
You need a body if you want it to be like for sure, right? Not just a picture.
Yeah, I guess so. At least some part of the body.
It's like if they discover a new species in the bottom of the ocean, like they'll have at least a good picture of it, and like they can characterize it in some way.
Yeah.
If they can get a body. Yeah. It's fascinating because like there's so many stories like that, like specifically the Loch Ness Monster. It's like one of the most common kinds of things where there's like lakes, like deep lakes especially, where there's the like weird serpent monsters, like in the bottom of it. But it's like there's like some possibility that it's not like a magical thing, because it's like there's the phenomenon of like deep sea animals, like this like being significantly bigger than like animals that live in shallow seas. So like the giant squid, for example, lives in the bottom of the ocean. It's like called like abyssal like gigantism, where like things that live in like really deep areas, like species, like there's like a version of it that lives in the deep ocean that's a lot bigger. So you can imagine like a snake or a fish or something that's a lake fish that's living in the bottom of like Loch Ness, which is like I think it's in like a fault or something. It's like extremely deep, right? And like you could have this like crazy huge version of some animal that like lives down there, right? So it could be super real. Like it's just like how you approach it. If you approach it in like a scientific way, you could discover a whole new animal, right? That's how I feel about the Chupacabra.
Explore.
Yeah, I mean, because the Chupacabra, you can definitely set up like things in different ways to travel.
Like, what if it's some crazy animal that they don't know about yet, right? Like, it could be some crazy. What if it's some crazy like cat or something?
What if they have like thermal blood, and they don't even come up on thermal imagers because they're sucking blood? I don't know. That'd be.
What
some
if it's
weird
like some type of reptile, like just?
What if they have the blood type that cures everything? Because they take in blood from every kind of like goat, chicken kind of thing like that, and then their body can
So you're saying they get all the diseases, so they're a cure-all?
Yeah.
Well,
boom.
I mean, that's a stretch, my dude. Like, we're pulling taffy at that, but...
Oh, yeah. But, like, there's animals that do that. I mean, bats, there's some bats that drink blood.
Yeah, but they're very, very full of diseases. The Mexican hairless bat, they're technically considered the vampire bat because they're the very small ones that will swarm at animals and suck the blood dry from them. But they carry, like, rabies, they carry the Black Plague, they carry so many different diseases. People are told to, like, stay away from them.
Bro, I'm sure this animal is full of diseases too.
Would you chop off the Chupacabra's head as soon as you found it because you weren't sure what its capabilities were? Or would you just try to heavily sedate it?
Heavily sedate it?
Then how would you know that the heavily sedation would be working?
You smack it. You don't smack it like hard, you just, you give it a good tap, tap, tap.
And chop its head off. That's what I'm saying.
But heavy restraints, you're gonna have to make custom metal restraints.
I mean, it's like, they're not that big, right?
Yeah, but
there's rumors of
but I mean, like that's like
feet,
that's like ants.
6 feet.
That's like ants, though. Like ants are small, but they can carry like, support a lot. What is it? Like 10 times their own weight, something like that.
Yeah, it's 10 times their own weight.
Yeah. So it's like, imagine if the Chupacabra is like that.
But could it attack a person though? If it like can't fully subdue like a chicken.
What if it's scared because of our mobility? But it's way stronger than us, so it doesn't know.
No, I think he's onto something. I think because the natural selection, the survival of the fittest. They see us, and it's like a bear. Bears can kill us, but bears are afraid of fire. They see all the advancements we have. We have cars. We have loud phones. We have lights. We have all this stuff that it's probably not used to because it's always used to being in the dark and fending for itself.
What if it can sense? What if it can sense like?
Are you gonna say that it goes off a sonar location?
No, not sonar location. But it's like, how like you could be in a different room and you could hear if a TV was on, even if there was nothing playing, but you could hear it on from like up the stairs or like around the corner, shit like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You just hear like little from the city. What if that's how they perceive our technology? And they can just see traps. I was just saying they can hear traps because of that, because they're so used to being...
You're giving this Chupacabra, like, all the superpowers that every superhero wants. It's strong, it's fast, it can hear people from distances just based off of sound waves.
It's in survival mode. If we were humans in the wilderness, our hearing would be a million times better and our vision would be a million times better.
That's true, but, like...
And our bodies and our way that our immune system works would be different as well.
This thing though, like it only comes out at night, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like it probably can't see that well.
That's true. So yeah, you probably are on to something with the super hearing ability, because they're probably blind.
A dog kind of already has like super hearing, right? Mm-hmm. And like super
smell, yeah. So.
It'd be so cool if it was some crazy new animal. I would like be so excited about that.
You're just like 100% right on it. It's like the super animal.
It's some like crazy.
Then hey, if I start making money on my Twitch, I'm gonna fucking get together an exploration group, and we're gonna put some of these fucking campfire theories to the test, and we're gonna see what we can do and come up with.
I'm gonna tell Ellie to try animating a Chupacabra series where it's a super Chupacabra that goes and saves the day, and then we'll go and submit it to Cartoon Network.
Oh,
they'll pick it up. They're running out of ideas.
Yeah.
They want something.
It's a nice little sunset.
Yeah, we got a good little view out here. Oh, dude, we got these he got these magnifying glasses that help you start fires. And like every single night we were trying to get it, but we would start the fire so late in the night because it was so hot during the day that like the sun would just be gone. And we were just very unsuccessful. I think he got it one night, and that was
you gotta start it like an hour before the sundown. Like if your sun, when you're making a campfire, is lower than your 130 degrees from you standing like this is like your 180. But if your sun is at this point or beyond, then you're gonna have like a pretty hard time. But if your sun's from here on over, imagine
like the evening is the best time to do it. We were in a valley though, so we didn't have
Yeah, there was a ton of trees that were blocking the good
so you gotta go with the good old fucking just break it down into
I tried doing it with a stick.
I was gonna
you
need to make a bow.
Try. You did it for like 2 minutes.
You need to make you need to make a little bow out of it with a shoestring. And
I like hollowed out a hole in this big log and then took a stick and sharpened the edge, and I was sitting there just holding
but the biggest thing is that you need little pieces, because little pieces are more combustible.
You gotta put the crap that comes off of it while you do that.
Yeah, dude.
Like the sawdust, it's like the stringy sawdust crap that comes off of it when you do the rubbing. You gotta shove it in there while it's doing it so it burns out.
Because then that friction isn't just going to waste. Because that friction, when you're spinning it just on the wood itself, is going into the big block of wood. But if you're taking the little pieces that you're getting out of it and you're putting them in there, that heat is now transforming to those little pieces, and those little pieces are way more combustible than the big piece of wood that you're doing it onto. So you have to start a little fire and get it hot enough, and then keep building on that, blow on it, and then that'll spread to like the bigger log, and then you can put that log into.
You know what makes me wonder? You know those shows that are like Naked and Afraid and those survival shows? Do you actually think those people out there think of these things, or do you think the cameramen are like, yo, if you want to build a fire, you need to do this, this, and this, and this?
Well, I'm pretty sure the cameraman, after a while, they're like, I'm fucking cold. Can you guys just start a fire? This is what you guys... I got a lighter. Just fucking...
I feel like started a fire. Like, kind of enjoy seeing them suffer a little bit.
Oh. It's like some form of, like, a dom sub kind of shit they uploaded to Pornhub.
Like they're sitting there with their Gatorade and their snacks, and they're like watching these people starving. It's like
I heard that the people of Survivor, like the cast crew, they actually have like their own like huts out there.
Yeah.
Like they're like cabin style huts out in the middle of the islands. That
Dude, no, that's a union job. Yeah, they have to have like good accommodations and shit. Right? Like,
I used to think like, dude, oh man, the cameraman on Bear Grylls, they really have to survive. Like, cause they gotta do everything with the cameraman.
It's like a van that he brings up there, like for off camera.
Bear Grylls? Yeah. Well, there was some thing going around where it was like they got pissed because at night instead of staying,
piss, right?
Yeah, and that guy, they would set up camp, like nearby, but they would all stay there at the night. So, like I don't know, it was just some weird shit where they were just saying that, where it's just like, he wouldn't actually survive. He'd survive, like, for whatever was being recorded, but then he'd go back to the camp.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't fucking blame him. Some of the shit he was doing was absolutely insane, and it's, like, kind of absurd that he was saying that he would go do it for so long.
For the record, you should never drink your own piss, even if you're gonna, like, go die of thirst quicker if you drink your own piss.
Yeah, you really are. Your piss even saltier than what it is going in?
Yeah, it's got, like, all the crap, like nitrogen compounds you're trying to purge from your body, so you're literally poisoning yourself.
That's delicious. Let's all drink our pee, like the Jim Jones Project. Isn't the
But what you can do is burn it.
So you're gonna poison the pee and make people drink the poison pee?
Yeah, and I'm gonna put it.
You gotta burn the pee and then you gotta run it through a Brita filter. That is
burn the pee and then Brita
tactical Brita filter that you have stashed in your
YouTube video idea for your channel, like putting pee through a Brita filter and then seeing if you can drink it.
Do Brita, do Pure, do all the other different types of filters.
Test it against Dasani, which will still lose, I believe.
Which one's saltier?
Less gross is to do with vodka and more fun.
GMM did that where they were testing a Brita filter, and they put Mountain Dew into the Brita filter, and the Mountain Dew literally came out clear.
Oh, nice.
It was insane.
It's just water with like a little bit of crap in it. That's what Mountain Dew is.
Yeah, it's sparkling water with flavors. But
paparazzi.
Do you think Bear Grylls is going to be the next person to catch the Chupacabra?
It's a strong possibility. Depends if there's a camp nearby and not for him to be able to recuperate at. Because that is a heavy deal trying to catch the Chupies.
Well, everybody go and...
Only if he does it naked, like go naked and afraid.
He's naked, afraid, catching river monsters.
Yeah, probably, the Chupacabra was probably mistaken for a goat.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
But everybody go and check your dogs and your livestock. Make sure the Chupacabra didn't get them, because he's coming out tonight. He's going to be watching The Sopranos at your house.
Oof.
Eating your cheese plate and your prosciutto and your Hawaiian pizza. Don't leave that out. Drink all the red sauce out of your Hawaiian pizza.
Oh my god.
Whose dog is that?
Oh, that's the babies.
My friend's just like hanging out with this dog.
Oh.
Yeah, my cousins have a Shibu?
Oh my god, I saw this Shiba Inu that could play tic-tac-toe on the internet.
Oh.
It like had treats and it would eat the treats playing tic-tac-toe.
Oh, nice.
You should do that with Samson.
He would do this.
He'd eat all the
He would just eat all the treats. He wouldn't take turns.
Like, no. Well, everyone, go and check out Steve here on twitch.tv/scuba_Steve303. Does a lot of competitive ranked Rainbow Six, does Last of Us, Battlefront. He may be getting into some new games here shortly that may be coming out too.
Yeah, for sure. And then I do a lot of different streams. I did a stream recently on depression and anxiety, and we talked about that throughout the night. I'm doing a different stream here, setting it up with a couple of my friends who are fathers, and we're going to do a stream with all mothers in the chat, asking us questions, kind of getting some feedback from the mothers that, want to kill us sometimes from being dads and doing the dumbest things. But yeah, so I'll be getting that set up here soon, and I'll be going live tonight as well.
Yeah, so go and check that out. What's for dinner, guys? What are we doing for dinner? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go home and make some Philly cheesesteak sandwiches.
Hell yeah, Phillies are great. What about you?
I haven't thought that far ahead, dude.
Probably Benny's.
No.
Chicken lady.
No, I'll make spaghetti or something basic.
Scatty.
Yeah. I really want spaghetti.
Are you gonna make spaghetti?
Yeah, okay, last night I had like veggies and like tofu and rice, and I shat literally 10 times this morning.
Oh,
I need
nice.
something that's gonna like stay in there for a while, so that my tomorrow morning isn't so rough.
You're gonna have to take a whole bunch of fiber pills.
But yeah, I can't eat anything that has. No, I need to like take less fiber. Like I had too much fiber because of all the broccoli and shit. I was like, you could have like. If you like put me on like a post or something and levitate, like elevated my feet, you could have launched me into orbit.
NASA's sitting there with you getting ready. It's trying to...
Literally, I was like,
Mass.
And then a half hour later, oh shit,
Mass
I have
ass.
to have a massive broccoli dump again. It just wouldn't stop.
Massive broccoli dump. Comes out looking like a reverse fucking atomic bomb.
Yes.
Little broccoli shit.
I definitely feel that myself because we got Chinese food again last night, and we got tofu and chicken teriyaki and mixed it all together. Oh my god, I've shot like 7 times today.
It's not the like fried food. It's not the rice. It's like there's always tons of broccoli.
So cute.
And broccoli will do that to you.
There was also, is that what people do in Japan and in these Asian countries to live so long? Is they just eat so much broccoli that they'll live forever?
I would generally like a lot of vegetables, though. Listen, good poops are the key to good life.
Yeah, honestly.
Good poop, good
You gotta
life.
always reevaluate your poop as soon as it comes out. Take a look.
Well, if you're looking for an idea for yourself to cook after listening to this, go and check out the Midnight Snack on YouTube. A whole bunch of videos uploaded every week of different dinner ideas and fun things that you can go and try for yourself, such as bread bowls for your soup.
Ooh.
Thank you everybody for watching. Find us all on our social medias at Campfire Thoughts. And everybody have a very spooky and safe day against El Chupacabra.
El Chupis.
Good night, America.
Thank you.